You never know until it happens. Ain't a thing you see coming a mile away. But suddenly lightning somehow got into the bottle. Now you need to move fast to make it stay. You should hurry to love him now. You should hurry to love him now. It's gonna get better, it's gonna get worse. One day is a blessing, but next is a curse. But that's how it is, that's how love's supposed to be.
Good evening and welcome to this episode of the Tequila Hombre, where today we're going to be doing a special blind challenge. It's an Anejo blind challenge. Now, the backstory to this whole situation was I was called out by another YouTube channel that was doing an episode on tequila. It was the 5 tequilas that you need, and it had different ones for like going to a party, as a sipper, as a gift, and stuff like that. And so they called me out, and so I returned the video, and I did a video for them as an answer to what they were doing. And so I decided, I think I'm going to call these guys out and have them do a challenge of my own. So I picked a blind challenge and I offered the challenge up, and they said yes. So please welcome to the feed Dutch, Jules, and Angelica Dillon.
Who is Angelica?
Angelica, yes.
Angelical, awesome. Sorry, Angelical Dillon.
Humble.
Otherwise known as Curiosity Public. Hello, guys. Thank you so much for doing this. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having us on. Thanks for having us. Happy Friday.
Yeah, happy Friday to you guys. So we're gonna have a good time. The way it's gonna work is we're gonna start with we have bottle 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll start with bottle 1 and stuff. I do have some members here that are going to be asking questions. So I will periodically throw a question up. Members, the only thing I'm going to ask is don't ask me about what I think about tequilas and stuff right now. Let's keep our questions focused on what we're doing here with the Anejos. And you can ask these gentlemen questions about what they're tasting and stuff like that, just so we can get through this and see which ones they pick and how they did with their selecting of Anejos. So, sounds like a good plan. We good?
Let's do it. Should we pour
All right. So let's start with bottle number 1. Yeah, I'm going to drink along with you guys. I'm just not going to comment. I'm just going to drink and enjoy because.
So this is the darkest.
That's a generous.
Out of the 4,
it's a generous pour.
They're 2-ounce bottles, so you guys can save a little bit to revisit later too.
Open up a little bit.
Yeah, true. I should have saved some. We'll do that for the next one.
The whole object, though, is not to get trashed before we get through the.
I know.
Very nice color.
Yeah, very nice color.
Sometimes Anejo, you don't get that darker hue. This is the darkest, I think, out of the 4.
Yeah.
Maybe. 4 looks pretty dark.
Oh, wow.
What are you guys getting on the nose on this one?
I think kind of like a light, thinned out caramel.
Yeah, very fruity, very floral.
There's some floral.
Very light.
Dude, I'm getting a hint of citrus on here.
I almost get a little bit of like a baking spice in there too.
I don't get as much pepper. I don't get as much like the spiciness. I think the agave comes through, but I think the barrel influences more.
Yeah.
So I think the barrel sweetness is coming through more.
Okay. Yeah.
Sometimes I get worried because does that mean that it was finished? Because they're starting to do a lot of finished stuff these days.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of the Atanasio nose.
Really?
It's like remnant. Like it reminds me a little bit of that one.
Because
maybe a little sweeter.
When I got the barrel, I was like, oh, is this El Tequileño? Right? Is it?
It's pretty sweet though. A little bit of vanilla almost.
Yeah.
Which is surprising.
The balance is pretty good. You get a lot of the.
I need to let it open up, I think.
I mean, I love the agave. It has to have like a strong agave base, and then kind of build on that.
Right.
And I think once you start getting into the floral, the cactus flower, you start getting like that almost like sugary sweetness. It starts to open up. It's very pleasant, not too woody.
No, I like it.
All right, let's see what we get on the palate.
Let's go in. Salud.
Salud.
Oh yeah, so you guys too. Sorry, I forgot about you guys.
Virtual cheers.
Now, just a little bit of trivia. You guys probably already know this. I don't know if you know this or not, but you taste with your eyes, your nose, your mouth, and you also are supposed to taste with your ears. And so the clinking of the glasses was supposed to be how you taste with your ears.
Nice.
Just a little
Gotta waken all the senses up.
Yeah.
extra trivia. That's it.
I like it. Wow. I get a lot of the sugars on
Me
this.
too. I was gonna say honey.
First sip. I don't think I gotta get the second sip in
Yeah.
to really know. It's a nice balance. The sweet
You know what it-
and the little bit of pepper that comes at the end.
Is this like one of those?
It really comes strong at the finish. Yeah.
Yeah.
The spiciness.
I wonder if this is like the Knob Creek finish.
Oh, the El Tesoro.
El Tesoro.
El Tesoro.
Yeah.
I haven't tried that, so I don't know. It's definitely not the,
barrel-
It's not the Lafroig. I can tell you that.
No, it's not that. I'm like shocked that this is an Anejo, because I'm getting
Why?
into like a flavor complexity that I sometimes see in the extra Añejos, right? And you're starting getting
Yeah.
that. So,
There's a lot of that, like the oak sweetness, like the the caramelized
yeah,
sweetness
yeah.
that you get
So
from barrel.
whatever this is, hopefully it's a good value because you're getting like extra Añejo flavors in Añejo. So.
It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot of. I mean, the barrel is coming through, but there's still. I mean, you still get
Yeah,
the
still
agave at the core,
agave
which is
core,
nice.
yeah.
That's what I mean, it's reminding you it's still an agave spirit. So.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
think
doesn't-
the
Doesn't wipe out the agave.
Man, the sweetness is really deep.
I don't get that much like the fermented agave. I get it's a clean, crisp agave with barrel influence, the sweetness that comes out of the barrel influence.
The pepper's mellowed
Pepper-
for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
very
little bit.
yeah. It's not spicy.
No.
There's a little bit, like a touch of it,
It's mostly on the finish for me.
but the sweetness
But the
is
sweetness
almost
is there.
it almost starts with like a honey sweetness,
yeah.
and then it moves into more like the caramels. And that's like the biggest component for
Yeah.
me. Like the caramel,
caramel.
really comes in on this, which is
No vegetal.
no
It's
no
not-
minerality.
It's not
No
that
minerality.
mineral.
So would you say Highland is your guess?
I feel
You gonna
like
go that
there's-
bold?
I
It's
feel
not
like there's
earthy,
another
it's a
barrel
Highland.
or something that's
Throwing it off.
that's throwing it off. I'm getting hit from the side with the barrel. It's hiding. The agave is hiding a little bit.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing for you?
I think it's good. I think it's good. I mean, I don't like to pigeonhole myself and say like this is my ideal tequila, so everything else stinks. I want to celebrate the uniqueness, and sometimes you want more barrel influence on some days, and so it's very sweet. You get that. You get the oak. I mean, you don't get like the vanillin. You don't get any of that kind of flavor profile, but yeah, I would say more barrel than
Yeah, it's just a lot of like that
Fermented
sweetness is
agave.
really prominent. I'm trying to think of things I've had that have been. I'm remembering like the Calle 23 Blanco being very sweet, almost like this. I've never had the Añejo, so I don't know.
I
if
don't
this
remember
is-
it being like this kind of evolutionary sweet.
Well, I haven't had the Añejo though, so I don't know.
True. Oh yeah.
I'm just trying to think of things that start that sweet.
Sweet.
So
Are we gonna dig our hole?
should we dig our hole?
And say what this is?
Not yet. No, we'll do it. We'll do it at the end. So go ahead and
Alright.
rinse your palates and grab a fresh glass.
Take some notes.
Yeah, let me write some notes so I remember what I was saying.
Yeah, write some notes, and we can revisit it again later when you're picking
Yeah.
which one you like the best. If you save some, Dutch will have to borrow some from somebody else.
I poured it all in here. I'll cover it so it doesn't all evaporate.
And let's grab Anejo Dos.
Numero dos. I just got so excited. I wanted to pour it all in there. And
Yes, that is Dutch.
that's how I go.
But I tell you, the high proof challenge was rough.
Yeah, I imagine. All right, let's see. All right, number 2.
So very nice golden hue. I think this is slightly less dark
Lighter,
than the
a
first
little
one.
bit lighter?
A little bit lighter.
Yeah.
Maybe a little more viscosity on the glass at least, but maybe not.
Maybe.
Slightly more.
Ooh.
All right, how's the nose?
Very.
Oh yeah, there we go.
That's a different
Yeah.
different journey.
nose for
Wow.
sure. Oh man, brighter. More of the agave.
I'm getting more of the spices, like a wider variety of spice on the nose.
Oh, yeah, celebration of very, very, very bright, almost like fruity.
Yeah.
I mean, just a touch of peppermint.
It's the interplay between the agave and the spices
Yeah,
for me.
yeah.
That's what's hitting me right now.
Very sweet, very pleasant.
Not overwhelming.
No, not overwhelming, but oh man, like the minty aspect of that is so refreshing.
Oh, man, it's like you're.
You getting peppermint? I'm not getting a lot of mint. I don't know why.
Oh yeah.
My nose is horrible though. That's why.
I feel like there's a little bit of a like a little. It's interesting again, like the barrel influence on this one. I think a little bit more of the agave is coming forward compared to the first
compared to
one.
the
I think the
first-
first one had
Yeah.
a little bit more barrel influence, so it could at times hide the original
Yeah, the core.
original distillate. But
More agave, more of the baking spice, a little less of the caramelized sweetness.
Yeah.
The sweetness is on the agave spectrum, not on the wood,
exactly that.
wood spectrum.
Exactly that. Yeah. So
Dude, you're not getting that mint.
I'm not
it's,
getting.
it's very minty,
It's
right?
so good,
Yeah,
dude.
I know what you're talking about.
Hands
It's
down.
really good.
I'm gonna blame my allergies.
Well, the Santa Ana's. You can blame the Santa Ana
obviously.
winds, right? Those things were howling through here yesterday and the day before.
Yeah, the Santa Ana's have been wreaking havoc on my allergies.
Yeah, me too.
Horrible. But it's also been really hot for November, so
All right, you guys ready to taste?
let's do it.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Now I'm getting the mint.
You getting it?
Much more on the palate. Wow. So
And
much
Jason-
spice.
Jason has a question he wants me to know. He wants to know here, so we'll answer this really quick. He says, "Hey, Hombre, were there any other categories you stuck in the sample selection? Are you under 100 currently commercially available, etc., or are these anything goes across your collection?" Now, these are all pretty much commercially available now, and there is very reasonably priced. Just put it that way.
All right.
So these
Jason's
are all
helping us
easily
figure these
accessible.
out.
Readily available, eh?
No, because I got stuff here that you can't buy anymore. That if I was a throw in, it wouldn't be fair because people would be like, "I can't get that."
I'm getting a little bit of almost drying.
Me too. That's, yep.
And I don't know if it's just like a cumulative thing, but like I don't know if it's the mintiness kind of turning my tongue.
Right.
But
no, man.
by the third, fourth sip, I'm getting like a little bit of that.
You know, almost to where I'm even getting a tannic
The oak.
oak.
It's weird. Like you don't really taste the oak, but you kind of feel it a little bit.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a great way to describe it. I think I can feel it.
Yeah, minty, spicy, good
It's really
agave.
drying me.
The agave sweetness is. It's like it's cooked agave a bit. It's not like the bright.
It's not like
crisp
caramel.
agave.
It's not the caramel.
Yeah. Dylan, you look deep in thought.
Yeah.
No.
No, you're not thinking.
No, I think I'm trying to figure this out because like the mint ratio to the floral, what is this? Like, that's the thing. It's this velvet. I'm trying to figure this out. It's very good.
Yeah.
Very pleasant. I think this is a bigger celebration of agave for me. I like the fact that it's a little bit less of the oak and the oak influence.
I don't know, man. It's borderline for me on that. Like with the oak influence.
I mean, this is like
Because again, my mouth's drying up right
It's
now.
almost like I was saying. I feel the oak more than I taste it.
You know.
Does that make sense?
this. Unlike the first one, this is more like reposado and añejo, like skew this way in terms of how much the barrel has influenced. So it's a different kind of interesting flavor profile and celebration. So I'm really enjoying it, but
Yeah, I'm liking the spice.
it's gnawing at me.
Yeah.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Between the first two, what would you say? Yeah, was it a good thing or bad thing? Just,
Depends on what you're eating. Depends on what you're doing. To be honest.
say you're just hanging around drinking tequila.
I mean, if I'm not eating anything and it's a nice summer day, I would say I'd go with number 2.
What if you're
I
having
would
some
say,
tacos?
Wintertime, and I'm in my dark cave as a loner. I'd go number 1. So that would be my choices right now. But this number 2 is like, oh yeah, let's this is brightness and sunshine.
See, I think it would stand up better with a meal because of the little more of the spice.
The number 2.
Yeah.
Number 2 to me is like fish, chicken, things like that.
Yeah, I don't know. All right.
Watermelon.
Yes, watermelon and lemonade for you. Yes.
He's thinking about his party stuff, right? Shot.
Exactly. That's exactly cool.
He has it on repeat.
In the wintertime.
He has it on repeat every day. We get in his car, and he goes, "All right, let's go, guys."
That's my alarm
Yeah.
sound.
What's in the 8-track? It's the 8-track, and it's just like, oh
In my
God.
DeLorean?
Yeah.
All right. So let's
was a good
clean
one. I
your
like the
palates and move on to number 3.
Let's do it.
Let's
Let's do it.
clear it up, man.
All right.
Oh, this was a little bit lighter.
Yeah, much lighter actually. Well, not much lighter.
No.
Lighter than number 1 for
Yeah.
sure.
I know I'm just going to be due for a cigar when we're done with this. So. I have to go out, sit in my dark cave, and have a cigar.
Yeah, cigar after this one or what?
Oh yeah.
Oh, sure. This is like a the second one's like a ras, and then the first one you need a D4, Partagas or something.
Show off.
What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say?
I want you to say.
Okay, so let's focus on number 3 here.
Yeah.
A little bit more subdued.
Oh, this smells so familiar to me. I don't know why.
I'm having a little bit of trouble. I think I'm gonna pour a little bit more.
Again, I'm hit with a lot of sweetness on this one.
I'm getting fruitiness on this.
I put a little bit more.
I feel like less
It's like a starburst, man.
of the agave coming through on this
Definitely less agave for
than
me
the other
too.
2.
I don't know. I disagree with that.
Really?
Yeah.
Than the other 2? No, man.
I mean, like the number 2 definitely
Had
the
more
mint,
agave.
mint,
And
and then the
mint,
agave
yeah.
sweetness comes through. But
Dude, this is like a starburst candy. Can't get that out of my mind right now. But it's like, it's like you're smashing all the flavors.
Cava de Oro. Cava de Oro.
Exactly.
Not like additives sweetness, right? You're not thinking this has additives in it, right?
No.
I'm joking about.
Because you say Starburst
fact that
sweetness,
it was
about
like sugar.
80% of the people that are listening going, "Well, this one must have additives in it." But
No.
Sorry, we joke around too much.
no, it's okay. It's okay. I joke around a lot too, so we're all good.
Yeah, I don't get a lot of agave on the nose though. I don't know.
No.
It's there, but it's like been layered on so much. There's almost like that rubbery thing to it, which
This is not Cascanes, right?
no,
This
not
is
like the,
Cascanes.
not
This
that,
is
not
not-
that.
but like
I
sometimes
think like
This is not
waxy.
Don Fulano.
waxy,
More
yeah.
waxy, yeah.
Which I remember getting that with. What was it? I think like the arete.
Is this Casa? No. It's not.
I don't think.
What is this? This is.
I would never serve.
Or would you?
I'll just leave. I'll just.
And they're like, this is the best in the world. And they're like, oh, it's.
Right, I'm totally screwed with these
It's
guys.
in Coro.
I don't hate you guys enough to do that to you, so. I don't hate you at all, so I wouldn't do that to you.
Only if you're really trying to mess with somebody, then you throw them like those in the middle of a flight.
Yeah.
Mess their palate up.
Just throw their pellet out, yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think of the nose on that one?
I don't like it as much as the first.
Me too.
two.
It's also it's not as floral. Obviously, it's the sweetness is not really there.
Mm.
It's I don't know. It's almost plasticky, so it's kind of weird to me.
I think
Okay.
if you didn't tell me that this was an añejo, I would think reposado.
Oh, really?
It's very light.
But the lack of agave makes me think it is
Yeah.
had a little bit more barrel in
It's just a
it.
Sousson of the barrel. I mean, it's just very small.
Did you guys taste? Were we ready to taste it? Did you taste it?
yeah.
Already? Yeah. Let's see. Get on the flavor profile. Let's see if that changes your mind at all a little better.
Wow.
I talk a lot, so
Definitely changed it. I'm now getting the spice too.
Yeah, a lot more comes through. Still not a ton of agave.
Not a lot of agave.
sugar and mint.
Yeah, there's a lot of mint. There's something else. It's almost like a star ant, like some sort of other spice in there.
Yeah.
That's not traditional, you know.
Jason just commented.
Surprise. Yeah, we're really bad if that's true.
That'd be hilarious.
No,
I would never do that to you guys.
That we could.
I hope you do that. I hope you do that.
There is no Clase Azul in this whole collection here, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, more pepper coming through on this.
Yeah.
More pepper,
More spice.
more spice.
I feel like the agave is a little bit more subdued.
Very subdued for me.
I'd probably say it's probably the least complex to me compared to the other two.
It just goes in a different direction. I don't know. It's still.
I don't know about complexity.
No, because
This would be more on.
I think the agave is a little buried.
Yeah.
I feel
Maybe on
like
balance.
I think it's more than anything. It's like it's a little more subtle in some regards. So
So it's boring.
no, not boring. It's just you have to dig in a bit more to really figure out what's going on.
yeah, I'm just getting a lot of sugar. I'm getting a sugar. I'm getting spice, and then just a really little bit of the agave. I wish when I'm drinking this, I'm always thinking, I wish I had a little bit more of this. I wish I had a little bit more of that. I wish I had a little bit more.
You wish you were taller. You wish you were taller.
I wish I was
I was trying to
skinny.
get to that. I was trying to get to
I was
that.
waiting, man.
All right, sorry.
Come on.
See, we knew each other too long. Finishes my sentence.
We finished
Gets
each
to the
other's
punchline.
sandwiches. All right, so you guys good with your notes and
is,
stuff on that one? You like it? You don't like it?
I think it's actually getting better as it's been sitting out for me.
It is not bad.
It's not, yeah.
It's weird. It's like it's almost the most interesting, but I don't enjoy sipping on it as much as the other ones.
Okay.
Like I feel like there's a lot to unpack here, but it's not like one I want to keep going back to and keep drinking necessarily.
To me, this is very light. This is just,
I don't know. I think there's a lot there. It's not hitting. It's like not the right frequency for me necessarily.
Okay.
I would say. I don't know. I mean, I'd be shocked. I think I would be fooled if you kind of said, "Oh yeah, I'm giving you a reposado."
You can buy that's a reposado.
Yeah. I could be fooled into thinking. I mean, definitely, like one of those like additive-free reposados, but a reposado, not an añejo. So interesting. Watch, this is like Forteleza añejo.
I know.
Nope, I would never do that. I'm too honest.
Say.
No, Jason was right. It's all Clase Azul.
Oh man.
All right, let's go ahead and rinse your palates out and get on to bottle number 4.
Let's do it.
right.
Let's do it.
All right, and then we'll come back and revisit all these as you guys decide up which one. And you can do them individually. You don't have to do them as a group if you don't want to. That's fine. Because I know Dylan's, can be off. So if you guys want to be on your own, and
Definitely. I don't know that we're all going to agree either. So you want us mainly to pick like which one's our favorite, or do you want us to like guess?
No.
both?
Well, we can. If you guys want to guess, what we can do is we can you pick which one's your favorite first,
Oh, perfect.
And line them in order. Like, this is my first favorite, this is my second favorite, this is my third, and this is my least favorite. And then if you guys want to take shots at guessing, we can do that before I reveal what's what. Sure. I mean, that I think that'd be kind of fun.
I don't really want to guess because it's just embarrassing to guess. But...
Jules wants to guess. Jules, you want to guess?
Yeah, no guess.
Okay, no.
It's all Sincoro.
Yes, Michael Jordan would be proud.
Yeah, seriously.
Trigger.
It's like 818. Terramana.
That's right.
Terramana. And Casamigos.
Casamigos.
Yeah, Casamigos. Food coloring with what's it called?
Aspartame.
Aspartame.
Now, somebody asked if any of these are my aging projects, and no, they're not. None of them are my aging projects. So we do things with a thing called the Beyond Barrel Aging Stave, where we age our blancos, and we do them as kind of group projects and stuff. They turn out really good, but I didn't throw any of those in there. We can do that for another challenge if you guys want to.
Yeah, we need to go blind to that. Yeah,
because they turn out really good.
Wow, this is so different on the nose than the other three.
So
completely on the other.
Very punchy.
I mean, yeah. But this has the complexity.
Well, I feel like we're building in spice with each one.
You think so? I don't know. I felt like we dipped on this. 2 came in with the spice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, dude, I'm getting a floral on this.
Yeah.
It's a nice...
A lot of floral, a little bit of pepper.
The spectrum is... The breadth
is greater. Yeah.
Greater, it's wide. You're going from all the way from floral to these like really interesting summer fruits.
Yeah, brighter.
You get the cooked agave, you get the cactus candy.
It seems brighter across the board to me.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right, there's almost like
this,
the underlying agave is
this seems very familiar, man.
Rich, but it's kind of not very loud at the same time, you know?
Yeah.
Where would you see yourself? Where would you see yourself drinking this one?
This one.
Just going off the nose itself right now. Where would you say that you think that would fit in as like something to sip in the afternoon when it's hot, or how would you?
Yeah, this one's more of a warm weather for me.
Okay.
Even though it's spicier, when usually I think of like spicier things for the wintertime, for some reason with this, it's so like it smells
it's
refreshing.
Not that spicy
to me.
On the nose.
No,
just spiced. Like spices,
spice.
not necessarily
Yeah,
like
yeah,
hot
yeah,
spice,
got
but
it.
like like the baking spices and things. Yeah.
This is fall. This is fall for me.
There's a note in here. I'm trying to be able to. I can't describe it. I don't know.
I like it. I like the. It's
So you're sitting around a fire as the winter's getting cold in California?
This is a bigger academic exercise. This is definitely a bigger academic exercise. This is I mean, you can sit here, you can nose this pretty much all day. You can share. You can sit there with a bunch of people and you can start teasing out every permutation of aroma, and you're having a great time.
Yeah.
I think I might be with you though, Dylan. I think this is during you're enjoying this during fall.
Fall.
Yeah, it's a fall for me.
You guys go to seasons, not like
you
specific
live in
activities.
San Diego. There's just
There's
one
only
season.
2. No, man, it's just dry
always
and then
fall in
rain.
San Diego. You guys, come on.
What's a season?
Right.
It's a microclimate.
You mean it's foggy today?
I'm in Riverside. It's 104 here every day. So
There you go. Yeah.
So San Diego, yeah, I'm a little jealous if you can't tell.
We get spoiled.
Yeah, I
Makes
can
us
imagine. Good golf courses down there too.
All right, I'm ready to taste this one.
All right, let's jump into the tasting. Let's see what you guys get on the flavor palette.
I'm so intrigued by the nose. Whoa.
Oh my.
Palate goes in a completely different direction for me.
Yeah.
It's like
There's like
the mouthfeel
spice,
is fantastic.
That's my gut reaction. Is the body of this is so good. The coating is
it's like it evolves.
It's voluminous. Yeah.
Effervescent. There's that. There's like there's like
a hit of it,
tingling on the tongue. Because this is a really great kind of a pour that you can discuss with friends. I mean, this is this is a fun one.
The spice aspects really come through on the second sip more.
Yeah.
Yeah, the spice is there. Less minty, but you get it. You
It's
get
still
a little
there,
bit. I mean, it's less minty than I say number 2, but
Oh man, this is so good. I'm actually gonna change my like the time of year and stuff. I may not even go with the season. I just want to have this with some street tacos, man. It's so good.
Well, that first sip compared to my third sip, it was almost like 2 completely different
Experiences,
tequilas.
yeah.
That's really interesting.
Wow.
oh man, this is
This is good.
Is
I think
that
this
two
might be
barrel-
my
is that
favorite.
two
Man.
barrels, man?
Like a double barrel?
How could you get like how'd you get like so much here? This is
But it tells a different story on the nose to the palate.
Yeah.
for sure.
So that's what's weird. It doesn't track.
There is definitely a
And-
disconnect.
Yeah.
On the nose, you can argue it's like, oh, okay, this is a very well aged añejo. It's like classic flavor profile or aroma profile.
Yeah.
And then you taste the palate, and you're like, whoa,
Yeah.
what? It's like the flavor spectrum's right here, and the aroma, and then it
shifts,
shifts,
yeah.
right?
I got
and then
that- I
you're
got
getting
that
a
too.
lot of spice, so very enjoyable.
Oh man.
Is this a finished product?
I know. That's what I was just thinking too, man.
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out which one I like the best.
Is
now.
this the William LaRue? Well, no.
the Corazon? I don't think.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Again, it's one of those where I feel like
Just a-
I have that thing where sometimes something I'm drinking is very interesting,
Yeah.
but it requires my attention. And there's times when I don't want that. Like there's times I just want to sit down, chill out, have something that tastes great. This is not that. This is like I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna study this for a while.
I feel like this could do both. I feel like this is that.
I don't know.
versatile.
I feel like it commands your attention personally. I don't
I
know.
feel like it's that
Yeah.
versatile.
That's the problem I have with when people ask me, like, what is your favorite tequila hombre? And I'm like, it depends on what I'm drinking at the moment, because it's like, certain times you have a feeling for certain things, and other times you don't like that and you want something else instead. So there's like so many of them that I like to visit and enjoy and taste, and to try to pigeonhole something and back it into a corner, I think is unfair to the spirit itself. And unfair to us as a drinker, because we do get different experiences from different kinds of brands and expressions and stuff. So
Definitely.
Yeah, I hate that question.
Depends on the
What's
mood.
what's the best? Like,
Depends on the mood.
yeah, exactly.
Right.
For what? For who?
I'm always happy. Dutch is always depressed. Emo. I mean.
Dance music.
Yeah.
shots,
And then I for me it's. Is that all there is? But this is very, very, very interesting, very complex.
So I really have no idea which one I like the best right now.
okay, well, you have some leftovers from your samples. So go ahead and you pour them in and sample. Let's pick out which ones you liked.
Yeah.
Just make sure you mark your glass 1, 2, 3, 4, so you know what's in what. So
Yeah.
You
Yeah, we
don't get
label
them
our
mixed
glasses
up.
in advance.
okay.
We're not that prepared, but we were prepared enough to put some numbers on them.
all
I
Dutch.
should turn the numbers around. Probably can't see.
I have a sneaking suspicion it might be number 1
What?
that I like the best.
Really?
But I need to try it again now. We got to go back through.
So something interesting happened with glass number 1. So we allowed it to kind of sit, right? And so the sugar component started to coat, and you can smell it, right? Because you rotate it, you set it,
And forget it.
and
It's
the
just like-
caramel component is just out of control.
This one is so rich
Yeah.
and enjoyable, but it's almost the least like agave for me in some
Yeah.
ways. You know, it's
Yeah.
it's a different experience than the other ones. Like the other ones get much more spice. This is like almost luxurious, but you could tell me maybe it's like a brandy or something. You know, it's like it's
Oh my god, no, dude! Dylan mentioned earlier, man. This thing's like just a sugar bomb now.
Yeah, it's sweet. Yeah.
This is so sweet.
So it just needed some time to open up a little bit, it sounds like, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's interesting going back through them now.
Okay, so I think I have some. No. I mean, should we start talking about each one, or
Yeah, just
Well, do you
start
have a
off-
favorite already?
thoughts?
You already have a favorite?
I do.
pick which ones you like and line them up like first, second, third, fourth, as far as your preference. And then we can go to...
I'm really hoping that you labeled it and you presented it in this way on purpose, because I felt like number 4 is kind of like Voltron, right? Defender of the universe. You said, you know what? I'm gonna showcase the strengths of the first 3, right? And saying here's like the these categories of aromas and flavors, and then if you try to blend it together in this very interesting way, number 4 comes out on top. I do think number 4 is my favorite, just
Really?
because it's just so interesting. Just the fact that there's the disconnect between the aroma and the flavor is so jarring that it just kind of wakes me up, and that's what I look for. But that's me. That's personally. I mean, I've been drinking spirits for a very long time, and so you sometimes get bored. I think you would sympathize. I mean, you have so many bottles that you go through, right? Sometimes they all kind of blend together, and once you get something kind of out of the blue, you're like, oh, you wake up and you go, oh, this is why I do these tastings. And so, I feel like one has it's a exercise in caramel. There's definitely fruit. Number 2 is an exercise in spices, the mint component. Number 3 is, I think, more kind of subtlety, maybe a little bit of mineral, maybe. And then the 4 is just kind of a mixture of a lot of these things, and you get definitely the mint of 2 shining through. You get the aroma of number 1 shining through. That's what I'm getting in number 4.
So do you have an order? You seem to know.
No, it's
everything
like 1 and then like 2.
In
So
summary,
Well, actually, you know what? I'll say 1, 2, 3.
So 4 is your favorite?
Yeah, and then 1 and 2 is kind of unique in their own way.
all right, let me write this down. Dylan picks 4,
3.
4, 3.
No, you said 4, 1, 2.
So
I think
4,
1, 2, 3.
4, 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then Jules?
For me, I'm gonna go with so for first to last, 4, 2, 1, 3.
4, 2, 1, 3. Okay. And Dutch?
I'm having a hard time, man. This is one of those
might
where
need more time.
it's like what mood? There's a certain mood I would be in where 1 would blow it away. Right now, for whatever reason, I'm loving number 2. So I'm thinking 2 is my favorite.
I get that.
Oh,
2?
And then I would
Okay.
go.
I get that.
It's really close between 1. I'll go 2, 1, 3, 4.
4 last.
3.
Yeah, I don't know why, man.
Really interesting.
Hmm.
Am I surprised? No. I think for your viewers, you have to understand that all of us, we've known each other since we were 18 years old.
Yeah.
So it's been a long time.
Well, a lot of my viewers are your viewers. They're the ones that told me that you guys called me out originally. So
Okay. Well, I think it's great. I mean, like, we do a lot of whiskey stuff as well, and like the whiskey YouTube community does all these like collab. I mean, we're like the worst people to collaborate with, but like a lot of the other channels collaborate and stuff. And I feel like tequila's on such a boom right now. It makes sense to
yeah,
together.
I love to collaborate with other reviewers and stuff, but most of them hate me for some reason. I don't know what the deal is with it.
There's a lot of haters out there, man. It's not worth your energy.
Exactly. So, so I was glad that you guys accepted it, and we're having a little fun. And I know you guys
this
do
is
a lot
awesome,
of
man. I really
whiskeys
appreciate
and rums and stuff like that. So, and we can do some more I'd love to do more collaborations if you guys are up for it.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Okay, so do you guys want to take a shot at trying to guess what these are, or should we just go ahead and reveal what they are?
I mean, do you guys have any guesses that you feel I have nothing that I feel confident about at all.
I wanna guess. Why not?
Let's hear it.
I love digging a hole. Who cares?
Don't guess for all of them.
No. So the one thing that I'm thinking about is number one. I just kept thinking El Tesoro.
Really?
You know?
Yeah, no.
That was more in like the Atanasio for some reason. Something about the nose hit me like that, but I don't think that's right.
No El Tesoro in here. El Tesoro, I think, is lighter on if you ever tried their añejos and stuff, it's lighter on the wood because they use that distressed Jim Beam barrels. So it's there's not a whole lot of color and stuff to them.
Yeah.
So it's not El Tesoro.
What is this?
Keep digging it, Dylan.
I don't know.
All right, you ready?
Let me guess.
Okay, let Dylan
Number
guess.
4, something like Siete Leguas.
No.
Damn.
No Siete Leguas in
Everything
it.
wrong.
It's no better than I would do. Yeah, what is 4, man? Look at this. This thing.
I don't. These all. There might be one of these I've had. One is the one that I feel like I've had before. There's an aspect of 3 that is very familiar, but I can't really place it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like you should just. I have nothing. I have no educated guess even.
Okay, so number 1 is Corrido Añejo.
Oh.
Ana Romero Mena. Looks like this.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Never had it.
Yeah, me
So
too.
it was revitalized. It was an old brand that was brought back to life because the gentleman that owned it passed away. But it was a favorite amongst people, and then so Ana Romero Mena and a gentleman who owns a restaurant out in Arizona revitalized this and brought it back. It is a really good, solid añejo. I love this one.
Yeah,
And I kind of helped them. I helped them spread the word on it because I actually found out about it and got some from Arizona and did a review, and then we kind of helped them blow it up. And so the guy that owns it's a good friend of mine now because of that.
Awesome.
So number 2 is Don Pilar Añejo.
I have had that before.
Bottle looks like
love
that.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
I get it for $22 at Costco.
What? No way.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Up in the Bay Area, they stock it. And actually, Don, during Christmas time, I used to have, my sister-in-law used to live up there in Concord, and so I used to go to the Costco when I went to visit her. And Don Pilar would show up because he lives up there in the Bay Area, and he would sign bottles and stuff. And so it was $22 for the añejo, so I'd buy like 6 or 7 of them and bring back home with me.
What
So
a steal, man.
yeah, but you get still a very good low-priced añejo when you go to the stores around here anyways. It's very reasonably priced. Okay, so number 3 is going to shock you guys. I think you're going to be shocked, but I always challenge people to try it in a blind test. Number 3 is Fortaleza.
That doesn't. I think you said that. Didn't
I
you?
know.
Wow.
That's Fortaleza
awesome.
Añejo, yeah. And 2 of you rated it last. So I always tell people that there's big
Wait,
hype
you all
on
rated
Fortaleza.
I rated it
I
third.
think okay,
Yeah.
third. So it's near the
I
bottom.
rated it last.
Yeah, me too.
And the thing is, it fails in our blinds. as
Yeah,
well.
when we did our
we know
Añejo
it fails
blind.
in our blinds. Yeah.
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 I always encourage people, the people get caught up in the hype on Fortaleza, and I always encourage them, try it blind. Try it against other without knowing what's what, because the label and knowing the bottle and stuff, it really imparts a bias in people. They always think, well, this has to be good because everyone talks about it being good.
Yep, and it's flying off the shelf, and yep.
And people are paying extremely high prices, too high a price for it.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Oh
It's
yeah,
insane.
especially nowadays, it's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Yeah,
the
that was
last
great,
one,
though, dude.
Yeah.
That's a good shot.
That was a good one to
there.
put in there. That was awesome to put
I
in.
wanted to
We
throw that
buried
in there.
that one. We kept going.
I wanted to throw you guys off on one and kind of just, do it
That
to
was
a
perfect.
bam. So number 4
Now,
is a small brand called Batch Nueve Uno Añejo Deep.
wow.
It's made by the Partida family. It's out of the same distillery that made Azuñia.
Okay.
So Rancho Miravalle. And Noemi Partida, she's the daughter of the original family master distiller, and he passed away. But she did this because he died at 91 years of age, and so to honor him, she created this brand and called it Batch Nuevo Uno for 91. And 91 is also 9 and 1 are good luck numbers in the Spanish culture. So she did this. This particular Nuevo Uno Anejo Deep is being discontinued, so whatever supply is left, if you guys haven't purchased it yet, I recommend getting some bottles and stock it up because it's no longer being made. They're doing an Anejo now because they wanted to be able to get Anejo out faster instead of waiting 2 years for this to age. I found out about this when it first came out and did a review on it and kind of helped blow it up, and so that was kind of, and this has always been, I always rate this as my favorite Anejo. So for you guys, I wanted to save my favorite, the best, for last, and I'm glad that we all agreed on that.
Well, you
too.
won 2 of us over. Can't speak for Dutch on that one.
Yeah, not for us. Yeah.
I mean, dude, this was number 1 for me. So
Yeah.
wow,
It's an amazing Anejo. So that's from the Partida family. They did a great job. Now, you guys asked about finishing on the curry, though. It is finished in symphony barrels, wine barrels. So it is finished in wine barrels. So it does add a little extra of grapey complexity to it. And you can pick up some of the grape sugars and stuff in it when you're sipping it on the finish and stuff. Dom Pilar is just straight aged. Fortaleza is just straight aged. And this one's just straight aged in American white oak whiskey barrels. And it's for 2 years, so you get a little more complexity and stuff out of the barrel.
dude, Nuevo Uno.
Really
Now I know. Yeah, I got to go hunt that down.
It's a fun one.
It's really good. And it, if you guys want to, you can pick it up. We have it on my store, Ferment and Still. So, and
nice.
we ship next to you guys are in San Diego. We ship out of San Diego, so it'll literally come like the next day. So,
Oh, heck yeah, nice.
so
Very good, man.
what do you guys think? Did you guys have a good time? Did you like the
was awesome.
blind
Yeah,
challenge?
this was great.
I had a great time.
Yeah.
Okay,
And I especially
awesome.
love trying things I haven't had. Or, I mean, I've had the Dom Pilar, but I haven't had it in so long that having it right next to the Fortaleza, too, and then the other 2 that I hadn't had before was awesome.
This is what I appreciate. Is because you threw us that curveball with
Yeah.
the Fortaleza.
Yeah.
And just like, now I want to replay and watch exactly what I was talking
Yeah, I
about.
don't remember what I said.
It's like, no, this is a clear reminder. And I already know, right? Like, we know that Fortaleza always loses in our blinds, but it's like, to go through it again, and then like it being at the bottom for me.
I don't remember when I said, "Oh, he's
It's like,
Yeah, Jason says Cardo's amazing stuff. He loves all their expressions. I love them too. They make great stuff. The whole line's great for curry though. Throwing Fortaleza in there. What a great curveball. Yep. I wanted
It's
to
a very good one.
Yep.
test these guys. And then thank you for the super chat. See Yama, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Hey,
Siyama's
Siyama,
here.
yeah.
And then he says the butcher. There was the super chat saluted there. He said the butcher Fortaleza is good in name only. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, it's a good tequila, but it's just
Great.
it's
But
not
it's
as
overrated.
yeah. It's just not as hypey as it's overhyped. So, but it's still
We were
a
just
great
talking
quality tequila.
So,
All right. So
I got a quick question for you. So
okay.
you mentioned the Nuevo Uno is like discontinued now. What are some of the other ones in the past that you've had that were discontinued that like are ones you remember being awesome? Maybe you stocked up on them at the time, because that's the stuff I love. Like the stuff that like, I mean, I don't love it. I love it and I hate it.
Dusties?
It's cool to know like when there were certain things that came out at certain times that were just like amazing and now they're gone. You know, I always think of like the Centenario Green Label was so interesting. Like the old Shinako Green Label. When I first had that, I was like, whoa. So like some of those that you've had in the past, like what are your like highlights of those?
Oh, so some of the ones I had in the past that have been discontinued or no longer made that I liked,
Or that have changed.
or that have changed.
Yeah. No, even like old Herradura was so
Herradura
different, you know?
Anejo was really good back in the day before they were bought. I enjoyed Herradura quite a bit. I enjoyed. You mentioned Centenario. Before they went to the blue label, I think it was. The green label was when it was good. When it went to the blue label, they started. And it's funny because with Centenario, you'd always ask them, "Hey, are you guys using diffused juice in this?" Because they got that big fancy diffuser there at Cuervo, and they go, "No." And then one of their sales reps does an article that comes out that says, yeah, we mix diffused juice with our Orno cooked juice to create a unique and amazing flavor profile. And I'm like, okay, yeah, no, we can totally tell it had the diffused juice in it. So that one was really good. Some other ones I'm trying to think of that, Chamucos was really good when it was with the previous distilleries. They've hopped to so many different distilleries now. It's kind of ridiculous. Asombroso, when it was with 1146, was amazing. Their 5-year was fantastic. And of course, Enrique Fonseca does a fantastic job with blending barrels and stuff. And so I really like that. I know you've talked before on your videos about the 1146 Artenome 1146.
Yep.
Yeah, well, the Asombroso was really good, but they had some issues with, actually, believe it or not, the cartel, where that was like removed from the distillery. And
wow.
I'm still trying to get the full story on it, but from what I've heard from people, that there was some cartel involvement saying, no, they need to be out of here. And so I'm like, okay, so I guess the cartel does have some influence on some distilleries.
Crazy.
Didn't you like Centinela?
Old Centinela. And
Old Centinela was good. Old Centinela was good.
That was my favorite back in the day.
It's not as good anymore.
No.
I'm trying to think of some other stuff that I've got.
Josh hoarded a bunch of old Centinela.
I did, yeah.
He's got some.
Yeah, the old Centinela bottles were really good. The newer stuff is not as good. Cazadores. If you've ever tried an old bottle of Cazadores, amazing.
They used to be one of my go-tos back in the day. And now it's just like completely different, I feel like.
Well, I sat down with the Membuelos family when I was up at the new distillery. And I was sitting there with Tessie, who's the matriarch of the family, Don Leon, who's Don Leon Jr., who's pretty much running the distillery with his dad right now, and his other son Max. And we were sitting at the table, and they said, "Hey, you want to try something special?" So yeah, they brought out a 25-year-old bottle of Cazadores that was aged in French oak for 7 years, and it was so good. Oh my god. And so we talked about, now I know you guys are familiar with diffusers and the whole diffuser thing, right? Yeah. Well, I talked to them about diffusers because Leon Banuelos was one of the first to use diffusers in the tequila world. But he was telling me the way they did it originally was they brought the diffuser in to get the extra extraction out of the fibers. Because the roller mill is only about 70%, 80% efficiency on it. So there was leaving a lot of sugars in the fibers. So after they cooked it in the autoclave or in the brick Orno, they would then use the roller mill to extract the sugars, and then they would throw the fibers into the diffuser to extract the sugars out of that. And they said by doing that, there was no adverse effect at all from the diffuser, and they loved using the diffuser for that because it increased their yield, and they were making more money off of it with no adverse effect. He said, but then when they sold it to Bacardi, the Bacardi guys were just taking the full agave, chucking them into a chopper, a grinder, chopping it up and running it straight into the diffuser with the bittering parts where the quiote comes out. Everything is in there. The pencas, everything went into the diffuser. And he said he was sitting in the office. He was at that point on the board and like the president of the brand, just in kind of name only because they kept him on and they slapped him with a 7-year non-compete clause. And so he says, I'm sitting in the office and I'm drinking Don Julio, and they're like, well, why are you drinking Don Julio? You're supposed to be drinking Cazadores. This is your tequila, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, I'm not drinking this shit you guys are producing now. He goes, it's disgusting. And I was like, yes!
Wow.
That's awesome.
So he actually said that he was the first to actually introduce the diffuser also to Herradura, and they were doing the same thing originally before they sold, and they were just tossing the straight agave into the diffuser versus cooking the agave ahead of time. And that's the problem, is you don't cook the agave, it's not going to taste nearly as good. It's doing acid thermal hydrolysis isn't a good plan for flavor. So there's some interesting stories for you guys.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I love hearing those stories.
Inside track, man.
It's a wonderful Friday.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you guys coming on, and let me see. There's one last comment here. What does it say? Fortaleza is the Blantons of tequila. There you go.
That would be a good way.
I feel like Blanton's is it's a little bit easier to get than
it is
Fortaleza now.
For sure. Yeah.
So,
This has gotten insane.
Yeah.
Well, the pinas don't have different letters on the top either, so it's always just the pina. It's not.
This is a marketing opportunity.
Oh man.
Fortaleza has more letters, even. You know.
More collection.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for coming and joining me today for this blind challenge. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did too. Let's do it again. Let's do something else. Let's come up with some ideas.
Absolutely, man.
Thank you for
having
having
us. Thank you so much.
I hope your viewers are entertained on a Friday.
Yeah.
I think they are so far. You guys, hey, click that thumbs up. Give me a like here for bringing these
Give it a thumbs up.
Curiosity Public on here, you guys. And then don't forget too, I put the link for their YouTube channel in the description. Go visit them and give them a subscribe too, and check out their channel. They have some good content on there, and they do some great tequila reviews too.
There's a lot of inanity.
Well, I enjoyed watching it, especially with Angelical Dylan over there.
There you go. No, we enjoy watching you. Thanks for having us. This was great.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you setting this up.
Yeah, really great.
That's no easy task for sure.
I love the academic exercise.
My pleasure. We'll do some more. I'm excited. This is fun. So,
good,
and like I always say, guys, life is too short to drink bad tequila. So make sure you follow my reviews, follow our blind tastings, and listen to what we're talking about as far as good tequilas. And you try them, and I'm sure you'll be trying some great tequilas. All right, salute. You guys want to do your sign off?
Salute.
Stay curious, man. That's all we say.
Stay curious. Bye, guys.
Hey,
Cheers.
good night.